I heard a lot of things happening this morning. I heard Hoth. I heard a bunch of stuff. I was gonna watch the old stuff, but now I'm kind of I kind of want to listen to this. Oh, no, so I threw a comment this morning on I watched this morning. I threw a comment up on it about like I want the planets more than I want the ship. It actually blew up. The comment blew up. I didn't charge my headset. Look, I got my portable battery attached to it.
On the other side of the,
Is that squirting out coffee?
we had coffee in the last
Wait, is that actually dripping? I'm pretty sure I saw drips come out of that coffee maker. That's kind of cool. I know, I'm just scared to miss something. All right, little fluid effects. I love that. See how the fluid shook a little bit when you put it down? That was dope. That's what I'm saying. It's not Star Citizen without bugs. I don't know where I saw. I don't know where I saw that, but I love the new buttons, elevator buttons.
Beautiful shadows across the landscape. And because microtech is largely snow, this is kind of important, right? Another principle of V4 is we want to dramatically reduce the amount of biome tiling. So what we want to do is it should be a one-to-one. So what you see in space is what you see on ground. The type of popping, crossfading, we want to get rid of that.
Look at the detail level at this height.
Also, here, we knew it was going to do a cold planet. We thought it'd be really good to have a frozen ocean. So this was a brand new shader that we put into development. And what we have right now is it's physicalized, so we can walk and drive on it. Yeah.
You can walk and drive on the ice.
Internally, we're just in love with this technology. It empowers the art team to be able to just create amazing artwork.
Look at the shit on the windshield. Look at the shit on the windshield.
So one of the things that we've added is basically, and this will tie again into the actor system that we show off later, but the planet, we call it the room system basically, and the room system allows us to have humidity.
It could be a planet system,
yes,
or
planet system.
basically an environment container.
So
Chris is like, it's environments.
Humidity based, and it's all systemic. So if it's a humid planet, then you'll get precipitation on the cockpit or on your visor.
Yeah, and it will also affect things like the contrails and the effects, and it's all tied in, which later on...
It's going to affect the actual chemtrails?
So,
wow.
The other thing, generally that sort of stuff that we're
Look at around.
Here we are, we're kind of coming up to the new Babbage, so I'll give it to you, Ian.
Also, another thing which is super interesting. A lot of love when
so look at the detail over here. Look at that.
Very good artists working on them, but the objects are being distributed and being informed by the terrain. So if you actually look at where those pine trees are,
I was gonna say the trees look very well placed. It looks like they're in the valleys, up the sides, in the sun.
Also, another interesting thing is this. Yeah.
Wait, you can. He's saying they're opening up building zones so you can actually land other places in the city. So there's still going to be entrances, right? You don't have to go through the landing zone. There'll still be entrances into the city, right? When you turn, do you think the precipitation on the windshield like kind of rolls a different way? That'd be insane. Grab your coat, yo.
So,
what the hell?
The idea is that all the outfits, like the cloth outfits you have, will be physicalized. We'll show them later. So we have the sort of new plus.
Whoa!
You'll be able to take your jacket off, drop it on the ground. It will crumple on the ground.
I come every
year
to see the
Oh my god! I want to see that shit.
No light shining the light on moderators for Twitch is just amazing to me.
We can't do what we do without the countless number of mods.
They're unsung heroes.
Oh my god! Mute this. Did you guys see that? That was literally cloth. That was soft body cloths. In game for an object, an actual object. Come on. Oh my god. Let's check the other stream real quick.
That idea earlier, which is the shop right now is a simple consumer.
Is this live?
Burning off that inventory.
Grab it. Watch it just slip off. Oh man, that is. And then you could. So it's an object. It's an actual tangent. It's a. I could drop it. I could place it back. If you place it. Whoa. So I could place it back on the container, and it would. I gotta listen to what he's saying. I'm just busy talking. Maddie, where are you? You gotta see this. Come on, that would even impress you.
Is, make sure you're equipping yourself correctly.
Yes.
Have you got the right clothes?
Oh my god, that was fantastic.
Suits, armor, and we're also.
I actually enjoyed that more. I enjoyed that more than
positive and negative reasons. So, like,
the pretty
if you
trees
have
and the
a
white
big armored
background.
Suit, that's not something you can have breath coming out of our mouth.
Oh my god, there's air. I didn't even. I was like, what is he talking about?
And if you want to look around your, we can
Nobody's got helmets on.
breathing, I guess.
So another big thing.
They're telling us we need to hurry up.
You jump ahead, I guess.
You guys want us to hurry up or keep going?
Chris is like, get the hell off the stage.
All right, so it's like 400 to 1.
I really wanted to watch
Let's add
this
a couple more
presentation
aluminum
too.
refineries as well to the Crusade.
Oh, is this a simulator? My brother is going to flip.
So those prices are pretty much falling off a cliff now. Let's
Oh
go ahead
my
now
god.
and increase
This is like the
layer
beginnings of
consumption.
what I've been dying for.
60 to 120.
This is so man.
From
Oh, what you
instead of
need to
2
build the
Laranite,
power
let's change it
plant.
to 0.1.
But wait, is that
We
something?
just reduced the amount of Laranite needed in the economy by 95%.
I understand the need for that in the simulator,
let's
but that's
head
not
back
something they're
and pick up
planning on
prices
doing mid-game, right? Changing up the schematics for the.
Hurston factory, and let's check out their workers. You notice that their workers are falling off a cliff. What is happening? Well, we just opened up a new power plant factory, and they're getting offered better wages from another place. And so,
Oh, how much of that is going to be exposed to us, though? I got to break these things down.
and what are the wages?
Oh,
The
okay.
security and
So
parties are fairly even.
I didn't catch the beginning of this because I was watching the first keynote,
A decent amount of
and
value.
you know how they have the object system where you can pick stuff up and place anything down anywhere, like a cup or whatever, any objects. So they have soft bodies physics. They're adding. They showed a demo of the soft body physics for that. Meaning, I pick up a coat off the ground, right? Fluid cloth physics. I put that actual coat on my body. I take that coat off and I put it on the ground, or I put it on a chair. Put it on the ground. It just drops, falls to the ground and lumps up. I put it on a chair. It folds over the chair, like actual cross physics. Call it what you were, but that is something I've never seen in a game before. Theaters of War. That's the name of the mode. Theaters of War. So the whole point of the thing is, it spans from like space to the ground, right? So there's space support. There's like raining down in like areas, like stuff like that. But there's also like things where the troops have to go up into space, through elevators or ships or something, and attack something in space. So it's like Battlefield, but vertical, right?
Okay, that's cool.
It looked really cool. The demo looked really, really cool.
I tried to play the first person, like the shooter part, where we couldn't find anybody to join the game. It was like deathmatch or something.
Oh, yeah.
That was terrible. So hopefully they've improved that.
Oh, you mean a year ago?
Yeah. But a year ago in...
Look, so the one thing I actually want to... I think honestly, you just need to take a step back and be like, hey, this isn't a game yet. This is exactly what it is, and nobody else is doing it. This is a, ongoing, user tech demo, yeah. Like, there's no reason not to think it'll eventually get done, right? Because there's plenty of money, there's plenty of support.
Money runs out, support runs out. People get annoyed that nothing is happening.
Well, let me ask you this: if no one takes a step forward to change, you want to stick into EA crunch modes? Is that your preferred method of? I mean, how many enjoyable games have been made out of the traditional development process in the last 10 years for you? Right? Right,
none.
Okay, so you can hate on this or whatever, you can doubt it, I guess, but
well, this definitely is not one of them. This is definitely not one where I've logged in and been like, this is amazing. I have yet to feel that with this game. I don't.
It's only frustrating because you expect the game. You expect normal development processes for the game. That's all. That's the only reason it's disappointing. So that's the only thing that's wrong here is your expectation level.
Well, they're talking about a great game, right? It's supposed to be this great game, and I haven't seen it. Show it to me.
Like, well, here's the thing. I could show you that image. Like, I actually don't think you understand. Like, I don't think you understand like the object system, for instance.
I can see it perfectly in my head the way you describe it, and that sounds great. I love it.
I don't think you understand how big of a deal that is.
But that is not a, oh my god, this game's going to be great thing. That's one little aspect. But, okay, so I wake up in my molasses chair.
It's a foundational system that can make a big difference in emergent gameplay. Well, here, this is why I invited you here, so you could actually take this with me.
Bash on it?
Yeah. And I expect you come away from this. With one or two cool things. You're like, okay, well, that was pretty cool, actually.
Okay, I'm open. I am
We'll
very
see.
open.
I did not name that.
Like, I mean, the developers, they have great ideas. These guys, individual, the economy system, that's cool. And then the guys, the physics guys, that's cool. That is all cool. I appreciate that. But there's no game. There's nothing to do with it.
Well, again, you're expecting a game.
Yes, after 10 years of development or however long
And
it's been,
and I tell you, that's not what it's going to take to make a game that you're going to like for a long time. It's going to take a long time of development to make a game that you actually give a shit about for a long time.
I will not care about this game. I can guarantee it.
You're gonna have no choice because all your kids are gonna be playing it. Everyone's gonna be playing it. No one's gonna be playing anything else. No one's gonna be playing Fortnite anymore because everyone's just gonna be Oasis immersed in this shit.
No, we'll all be dead because it'll be 100 years later.
Oh, you put me into defensive mode.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Fucking ads. That's why.
I don't like their development. I think that they waste time on the physics of the, like you said, the jacket. That's awesome. Don't get me wrong. But
no, it's not. Listen, you don't work on physics of a jacket. That's not what it is. It's a platform, right? It's something that's going to drive the single player game. It's going to drive all the modes. It's all going to drive the persistent universe. These are all little platform tech that you could use throughout whatever you do, right?
Yes, but you can't do any of that stuff.
There's no game where I can steal someone's jacket or whatever, take a jacket, I can put it on, take it off. You can pick the fucking jacket off the floor and put it on. There's no game that does that. Forget about fun.
Forget about fun. That's it. That's Star Citizen. Forget about fun.
But that is the point. You're gonna create your own. That's like Gary's mod, right? That's like Goat Simulator type fun, right? That's like stuff where you make up your own fun because there's so much flexibility in. No, not physics. I'm talking about like I can rip off a piece of my ship and hit you with it. Like I can pick up that trash can over there and I can throw it into your friggin' ship engine and your blows up before you take off. Like,
doesn't it work right now? No, it doesn't.
Yes, you can shoot your engine, so it's the same thing. Like if you're throwing it into a fan, it's again the physics base is going to cause that thing to break shit. I'm just speculating.
But it's not coming together.
Well, it is coming together. It's just not coming together fast enough for you. You can't deny it's coming together because it's literally getting bigger and bigger, and like it's more and more playable. It's more and more stable. Like there's more and more shit to do every release. Put on a cloth body object. So,
well, he didn't show him putting it on. He showed him from the first part. I want to see him put it on.
Well. Okay, but it's gonna happen because it's an MMO, right? I'm gonna see you do that.
Well, why don't they show that?
Because there's probably a lot of clipping right now. They probably don't want to show that.
Because it sucks. Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
The first time you build something, how many?
I don't build anything. I have people build things for me, and I expect.
And apparently they have to do it perfect the first time.
Yes, every time, or I'm not paying for it. No, okay, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean that's cool. I'm waiting for him to drop. Isn't he supposed to drop it again? I think the keynet's ever coming on. Honestly, I think that they realized that he went up there and smashed the windows of his Tesla and it.
But that's the thing. These guys aren't scared of that. These guys mess up all the time live.
I've seen, you know, the stuff where they're landing ships and the other ships, which was cool. Why can't we do hair right? What's the problem with that?
Because it takes a lot of processing. It takes a lot of GPU for that.
Well, let's get on it. I mean,
I can do hair.
Dude, you have a 2080. You don't have a futuristic video card, okay? You got a 2080 and you're playing at 1080p, so shut up.
The attention spans are just ridiculous. Like, none of them care. They're just like, boring! Like, there's so much... That's the problem, right? And that's the mentality that I feel like you have.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like, you just don't care about cool shit. Like you know,
they
next
should
level
be doing it
game
in the
development.
background. I don't want to see them talking about them making a language. Like, that's boring to me. Make your language, put it in the game, and then when you release the game, you'd be like, wow, they made a whole language in this game.
So here's the problem. I'm the problem then, because they can do that, right? And if you don't want to watch it, you just don't watch it. The problem is I keep saying, hey, check this out.
Dude, but you gotta pay $20 to get the extra add-on content because you only have the ship content.
Alright, that sound ready.
Because they're gonna run out of money, there's no doubt about it. He's eating some good food. Thanks, buddy.
He does look like he's slowly slouching more and more every year.
He's defeated. He's stressed out. He's stress eating.
Well, watch how much he interrupts people. Like, he's definitely a control guy. You're gonna drop $1,000 on one of the big carriers by the end of this.
I would love that. I would love to be that excited and be that satisfied with this game to be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy $1,000 carrier because this game is awesome. But it's not.
Because 80% of the people that are just spamming this chat right now are just
Weird. I don't know. It's not me. This is why I was on this main screen here. I've got a black screen here and a black screen here. Anyway, so I'll talk about persistence.
Can't even get the crap to work.
This is what I love, dude. Everything just you can count on everything just breaking.
Took the turtle or
so they can't save everything.
But in general,
No, they can. They're just saying if someone asshole comes along and like stocks up 50 turtles in one area or 5,000 turtles in one area.
To go around the universe and ultimately, you know, you want to.
Why can't I have 5,000 turtles if I want?
Create your own homestead. You should be able to settle down.
Well, you can. They're just saying if it's just sitting there with no action, no activity, they might do something with it.
Hashtag save the turtles is already in the chat.
Fantastic, because as you saw in his presentation before.
Recap. They're just recapping the first part.
Look like they turned the graphics down a little bit.
It does. It looks like they have like a whitewash over it.
Yeah.
I think they're actually, honestly, I think they're streaming that to the screen because that aired earlier.
10 frames of net.
Look, come on, look out that window. Look at the window. Look at the window. That's so dumb.
I'm waiting for him to look out the window.
Oh, you missed it then. Shit.
Oh, that stinks. They didn't fix the
pop.
pop-ups either.
Well, this is not released functionality either.
It never will be released functionality.
I'm gonna ignore you for the rest of this.
There's some major pop-ins though. Look at that. Come on.
Sure. Well, sure, dude.
The landscape is changing. It's not even just pop-ins. Watch.
Wait, what landscape?
Watch. He's flying above the mountains. Watch it. Keep looking at the ground. Don't look at the ship.
I mean, no rocks are moving, if that's what you mean.
I saw some rocks pop in.
Look at the smooth animations on that ship.
Yeah, the animations are great on the ship.
So this ship goes into another ship, see?
That's great. That looks great. The ships are great. God, why do the characters move so slow? I don't understand.
I actually have a big problem with that. I'll absolutely give that to you. And when they demo it, they never run.
No. Dude, we don't move that slow in real life.
Like I think the goal is to you know, give the like, oh, like stop and smell the roses type thing. You know, like look at the stuff, but I don't really know. They fixed the buttons too. Watch this. They're with the next release. I don't know if you remember, but they had like the shitty hover over things.
Yeah, you had to zoom in on it, and then you had like awkward control.
Yeah, see, you could just the actual buttons are in game, right? They're just so. So you press the one you want. That's cool.
Right? Like they need a better.
Look at that. That's dope.
Can you look out the window a little bit, Glenn?
Yeah. See, he knows what sells. Glenn, turn your ass around.
Glenn, can you look up?
Glenn, he's like the boss is talking to you.
So if you take a look, if we go
I'm
take a
watching
look
him go
out
through
here,
the second door.
it's where the trees go
Oh,
just a little bit.
you're behind them. Shit.
Should be, I think.
You haven't gotten to the window yet.
Yeah, so you can
He's
see.
looking out the window right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
The snow blowing
alright, we
and
carry
stuff.
on.
That's cool.
So there's a storm blowing in right now. Come to that in a bit,
Oh, I didn't
but,
I didn't show the weather effects on the ships, the windshields of the ships and shit like that. That's all dynamically driven. That was in the first part.
Which would be volumetric planetary crowds and volumetric ground
Oh, that
clouds.
sounds like stuff that
We have
your
a large
graphic card
amount
can't
of
handle.
the pieces in place, for our weather.
That's probably why you don't like the game. Is you probably
Dude,
just
my-
got
my-
it's probably
my
just
video
blocks
comes
right
like
now for you.
5 frames a second slower than yours. That's
We're gonna go.
in your world, that matters.
and I'm playing in 1440 resolution, and you're still in 1080p.
So it says it in the demo.
I told my wife to
did
get
see
to
it
one for
in,
Christmas.
Mission
Go in the vent. Okay, opens the vent.
Oh, it's an actual object.
Not uncommon. He's been in games before.
That's gonna be your comment. That's your
They haven't revolutionized anything. Okay, stop it. There's a lot of games that do all this stuff.
Having certain objects that the player places around would be another way to distract.
Now, what would be cool is if he could put the object back. I'd like to see him put that grate back on.
Okay? They already have that in place. That's already that.
It'll
They-
snap back into place where it's supposed to go.
I don't know about the grate, but they already have objects that do that. Like you could take it off and then you'd throw them around or whatever, give them to other people, but then put them back in place. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
He's got to kick that grate over.
The idea
He's
is,
got to shoot
like
it.
the FPS mode, like the multi-drill has different modes.
He's gonna weld it. He's welding it. He's cutting it.
Yeah.
Could be welding, repairing. In this particular
Got a
case,
little
we're just
plasma
gonna put
cutter.
Four, kind of hinges locks off so we can take the grate open and get through it.
Okay, he's blasting off the locks.
No,
big deal.
he's cutting through the locks.
And again,
Yeah.
this is, I think we've talked
But look
a
how
lot
they just
about,
watch. Like there's a big chunk, and then he cuts through it, and then now there's no chunks there, not even on the grate or on the side. It's gone.
like the physical inventory, taking the
Oh, it's on the
Fine.
ground. It's on the
I
ground.
need a tool to get
Oh, you can drag placement now. That's cool.
And again, this is building block UI, right?
Now pull it out.
That's all put together by a
In the middle of the data copy.
I gotta believe. Well, I don't know. I don't gotta believe. That's why I like your point of view. You're like, how do we break it?
Yeah. Will the game let us break it?
Yeah. And I think you're right. I think the more that a game does and isn't scared to break, I think the better.
Well, this has been eventful. I gotta take the boys down to Nana's and go watch some football, I think.
All right.
Better get out of here, Glenn.
But yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it finishes.
Yeah, we can have a post-mortem follow-up and talk about the things you found out, and then I'll bash them.
Okay. Let's do. Enjoy.
Yeah.
So we have non-lethal takedowns now.
Actually, the physicalized wind. He's actually.
I feel like I'm in a third-person adventure game.
To try and shield himself. Suit that we revealed in the character archetype talk, and this is an environment suit that's built for these extreme climates. He's really cold.
That's
He's
cool.
Really cold.
So you'll see the visors frosted up.
You can see.
And it'll,
This is like getting into your car when it's frozen. It's frozen, and the visor's actually frosted up. Your suit's frosted up. And as your suit kicks in, this suit has an operating range that can actually survive these temperatures.
That's fun with the
And you'll see it now.
Yep.
And so it's systemic and it's.
Yeah. I mean,
and it'll be affected by time of day. And
This does look good.
yeah, I mean,
This
the
does
rule
look
sets are things like
crazy good.
temperature, even yeah.
And as you see,
God, I can't wait to the release where I can
our visor is
shove it in his face. He's gonna play the shit out of this game. I know it. Whenever it's done.
So we stashed the
But I do like his point of view.
rover that
keeps me honest.
So
looking for right now.
One of the things before we go on too far, the other thing is with the armors.
God, that looks so good.
Outside your temperature range.
Like the little spaces in between, so you could see stuff. Like it looks so good.
But obviously, we want to make sure that it's very lucrative
like
for you to be able to, you know, go in there and
that's something you don't see. Like usually it's just a constant storm. This is actually volumetric.
And buy different armor and store it. Okay, so here's our rover, which we've hidden with a little tarp, and this is going to
Pull it off. Pull it off. He's gonna pull it off. Watch.
Larger example of the cloth interaction system. So, all right, Glenn, let's get the tarp off and get into the rover.
Pull it off. Back up. Fucking love it.
Okay, we can drop it now.
That's dope.
And again, that's an example of all the physics stuff coming together.
If you're down in the tree line or in the troughs, the wind is actually a lot slower.
Look, it's so good. Look at the snow on his friggin'.
It really is a dynamic environment.
And as you see, as we get into here now, the temperatures come up, the water's evaporating from our visor, and we have a clearer view. But of course, the outside of the rover now will have the effect on its canopy. Yep.
I feel like stuff is starting to come together.
I know, he's scaring the shit out of me.
He's scaring the shit out of me. Hey, we're with you.
There we go.
Oh, he let. I thought. This is fun. This is kind of a fun demo. I was getting worried at the beginning of the demo because it was like just interior sneaking.
Good job, Glenn.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to sell a ship. The Carrick. Snow on the outside. It's good. It's still there.
We're being tailed. Get to the turret.
Yeah. I was hoping that wasn't the end of it. Wow, that's a long way to travel for that turret. I feel like there should be more like like on the guns on the turrets. It feels like too like I feel like it needs a little more punch. Get him, Glenn. This is so awkward. There you go. Yeah, get it! Get it!
Why don't we get out of here, Sam?
The real crime was his aim. That's fun. This is a long demo.
Glenn.
Yeah, he's got it. He heard me. See the view. Rawcritics very pretty. All right. When do we get the mission update? Q2. Oh, we're Q2? Okay. Yeah, you can see that those are trees down there, those dots. That's cool.
Thanks, man. Oh, you're back, Tom. How'd your stream go?
Get up.
You missed my pessimistic friend, come on. Yeah. He spent like an hour bashing I had to defend Star Citizen. The cloth simulation thing. Oh my god, I flipped out. I loved it. I think you're right. I think there's gonna be one more big twist.
Ah, yeah.
The attenuated panel.
Oh, what's happened on that one?
Because he keeps asking about that mission updating.
Same.
Dude, he's crazy. It's fun going at it. It's fun showing him stuff because eventually, at one point, there's gonna be like a, oh, I get it. Because it's right up his alley. I think you're right though. I think there's gonna be one more big thing. That weather stuff was awesome. The volumetric light, like the volumetric clouds, the volumetric basically weather. Like you could see stuff. Like it wasn't just like a consistent like snowfall. Like you could actually see it was. I don't know. It looks so good. One thing I wanted to see if footprints were left in the sand. I'll call the twist. Oh, through it. See the planet or a couple planets up close, and then cut right, and then they're done. You're right.
We gotta get a rune station in. There we go. So here we go. Go exterior, Glenn. Exterior. There you go. Show it off. There you go.
That's cool. This music's very interstellar-y.
As you can see, usable everywhere else. It's completely volumetric lit in.
God, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
We're gonna see Pyro.
Have what we call jump rings around them, and they help stabilize the jump point to make for a smoother jump. If you don't have one, then it's more difficult.
Dude, you not only called it, you absolutely nailed it.
You may want
Like
to
you're
try a sort of side jump point to get into a system, like if you're a smuggler, because the main ones would be more,
The jump point doesn't need hardware.
like
It's not necessarily.
going through a border patrol or something.
It is. I don't want to say like building a wall.
Really excited for this.
So yeah. Well, in the case of Pyro, it used to be.
He's like, no politics. Don't bring politics into this.
That once they strip my.
You know what gets me more excited? I just watched the season 4 Expanse trailer with the jump gates. This is why this is extra exciting. Wow, there's 9 of them. I didn't know there was 9 of them. I thought there was like 7.
With these unique points of interest.
Look at that. Go, go, go. So how do you initialize it?
Yes.
I think we should go. Let's do it.
Yeah, I did know it was 2 people. I actually looked that up after those 2 first names. That's so cool. Oh, it's got the distortion too. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, it's a little messed up. Oh, maybe that's not distortion. Maybe it's just a bug. No, it's definitely supposed to be that distortion. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
That's actually a super cool view. See that one? Oh, yeah. How good that is. That looks awesome. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that looks sick. I like the orange. That's cool. Oh! That's cool.
So going through a wormhole is a little bit like riding the rapids. You don't really have much. You have lateral control,
But it's
a little bit of
being on
forward, but
current.
you're being pushed on a current,
Yeah.
and you've got to keep inside the boundaries of the wormhole. And actually, if Sam gets a little close, you'll sort of see interference on his screen.
Well, that's different. I didn't know they're gonna have some sort of like mini game involved with that. That keeps it interesting.
Arrows coming in here.
As long as it's not annoying. Show me the interference.
Yeah, and you can see there's actually a current that we put in the wormholes, and you sort of see the particles that are giving you the idea of where the center line current is. And you have to anticipate to keep on the course, because if you don't, and you go off and you go into the boundaries of the wormhole, you could end up just being spat out in just space in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, look at the. Oh my God! I thought that was because of the. I thought that was because of Pyro Go back to the screen. I don't want to see this. Wow. That's actually even better than I thought it, like, that's a better first iteration than I thought it was going to be.
We are now in the pyro system, and we...
The fire
streamed out Stanton while we were...
radiating through, refracting through, looked so...
The other side, by the way, has got an awesome light on the side, yeah.
Where's all that fire being generated from?
Set a route to the ruin station, Sam. There we go.
There we go.
It feels different, doesn't it? Like, it feels like a different... I'll be impressed if you get this twist. If you're gonna call it. Look at all the lightning, man. That looks sick.
Hit it.
Ah, they ended it.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Good job. We made it. No crashes. Hopefully you guys liked it.
He still feels like a little kid making this game. Yeah, okay, so that's where I was watching the old stuff, and I come back into the economy panel. I was like, whoa, what is this? Like, because that's right up my alley. I'm always, that's the stuff I really care about. Is
we all wonder,
how's this economy going to work?
out there?
How can I be unique? How can I be different? How can I... Awkward claps. They don't know what to do. That was cool. That was really cool. Wow. I'm a sucker for the cloth physics. I cannot wait. And just the fact they're putting an object within the object container environment, so I could toss my code on the ground. You can come along and pick it back up off the ground. Like, that's just... You haven't seen that. We haven't seen that in a game. Like, and that's the stuff I have a feeling like you can start putting that in people's hands. People are going to start getting it. You know? All right, buddy.